We're at Keating Trakehner Stud with Julie and Laura Keating. We've had a quick look at one of the horses and that horse's conformation, but sort of thinking about obviously conformation and also colours, heights, that sort of thing. How do you know if you're looking at a Trakehner? Have they got any distinguishing features?
Typically the head, isn't it?
Yes.
You can always spot a Trakehner a mile away because they're very pretty heads.
So the head's the sort of one of the main things that sets them apart from any other breed.
Yes.
With breeding, they definitely try and keep the type, so it's quite an important aspect of it. They want them to look like a Trakehner still.
And do you get variations? Do you get finer ones, broader ones, or should they be a specific type?
They tend to fall in a category of a band, so they'll be within sort of over 5'3" and less than 17 hands. Usually that tends to be the rough size they'll be. You do get some that are a little bit more stocky, and I think that tends to come from the old-fashioned Trakehner type, but as they've refined them with the thoroughbred and the Arabs, they've got more and more sports horsey.
So they can be quite big then?
They can be quite big, yeah. Ratio 16:3, and yeah, they can be.
And what do you say the smallest was? Sorry, the smallest
About
type?
15:3 tends to be. There are a couple that are a bit smaller than that, but they tend to like them to be within that band.
That kind of
That's
bracket.
the typical type of band, yeah.
Now, when I think of a Trakehner horse, I think of a black horse. Can they come in different colours?
Absolutely. We've got chestnuts, bays, dark browns. That tends to be the majority of them. The odd one or two greys, aren't a lot of greys.
Okay.
But there's some, aren't there?
Yeah.
Is there anything that they can't be? Can they be coloured within skewbald or piebald or?
There are a couple of coloured. I'm not sure if they're purebreds. Are they purebreds or are they partbreds?
I think there's some debate over it, isn't there?
Yeah.
But you do definitely.
They tend to be block colours.
Okay, that's worth
Yeah.
knowing. I mean, I just assumed that they were black or dark bays. The fact you can get chestnut and there are a few grey ones, I think that's really, really good. We looked at the horses when we were looking at the horse's body, and that's quite sort of. It's a well-built horse. It looks like a functional horse, not something that's particularly sort of flimsy, but a good solid horse with good legs. Are these points that the proper Trakehners have?
Yeah, definitely, absolutely, definitely.